Sit down and shut up.
Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give me peace.
Why so serious?
You take the blonde and I'll take the one in the trailer.
This is Sparta!
I'll have what she's having.
Touchstone Pictures presents Steve Martin, Diane Keaton, Martin Short, and introducing Kimberly Williams.
I'm told that one day I'll look back on all of this with great affection and nostalgia. I hope so.
Good night, Mr. Banks.
Drive carefully. And don't forget to fasten your condom.
Dad!
Seatbelt, I meant seatbelt.
Father of the Bride.
Welcome to another installment of the Screen Squad podcast. We're done with the month of VD.
I've had VD before.
I still haven't.
Oh, gross. Take some pills. Take some creams. Well, now we're moving on to, I guess, sentimental movies. I don't know why Ozzy picked. He wanted to talk about this movie.
Yeah,
Ozzy's the one that chose it. Everyone knows that Edgar does not like Steve Martin, and we're talking about Father of the Bride.
I think he's super sentimental because he just had a baby.
I guess so. But he had a boy, not a girl.
That's true. And
It doesn't matter. He's still feeding it with his teeth.
Well, you're the one that bought it, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch it.
I guess.
Haven't seen it in a while.
I bought it for my girls because they love that movie. My wife
okay,
really loves that movie.
Well, then.
Well, on the podcast, on the panel today, just so you guys know, I'm Vinny. No, I
it's
didn't.
Ozzy.
Edgar.
Wait, we just went straight into it. I fucking did not like this movie at all. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was so angry by the end of the movie. I was like, "Oh, you made me watch a movie where I was going to be frustrated for almost 2 hours." Almost the whole movie I was frustrated.
Yeah, because the shotgun.
I guess it must have done his job because if you got frustrated.
It really did. It frustrated me so much. I felt so bad for Steve Martin's character, for George Banks, who, by the way, was named after the Mary Poppins character.
Oh, nice.
That's why they named him. Because I guess that guy is also in the original Father of the Bride. Because this is a remake.
Yeah, it is a remake. The remake with the originals with Spencer Tracy and Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah. And I think that guy from
Taylor
from Mary
Elizabeth
Poppins is in it.
Taylor.
I don't know.
Elizabeth
Perhaps.
Taylor.
But I know that he was named after it. And it was named after
I know
that.
the house in Pasadena.
Yeah, even though it's supposed to be San Marino or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is not close to Pasadena at all.
Not at all. I've driven past it a couple times.
Oh, good for you.
Just like going to
So,
like the Back to the
okay,
Future
so
house.
why did you make me watch this movie? Why did you choose this movie specifically?
It was there, and I was
Mr. Web Vagina over here?
So I was.
Feel like you,
So
were your
it's just me.
were your
I was-
hormones kicking in or something? Were you like instantly like, I want to have a baby, but you want to have a baby. You actually want to birth it.
Yeah, but you're talking
From
about
your
part
pee
two.
hole.
I'm talking part one.
No, you're talking about you want to have a little girl. That's what you like. You want to have another kid, and you want it to be a girl.
You ever look at me when we make love?
What?
That's your wife. Don't talk to me.
Wow.
It's incest. It's incest. But geez, like okay. Although Diane Keaton,
It's hot as hell.
Diane Keaton's pretty hot in this movie.
She is.
I think so.
She is.
I mean, I thought she was hot in Something's Got to Give, but that's
The
just
one
me,
with
even though she's
Keanu?
like 150. Yeah.
Well, because she was
Well, I mean, it's
naked,
complicated.
maybe.
Shut your mouth.
Whoa.
But did she always wear pearl necklaces?
She did then.
Yes. But no, the movie stars
Did you
Steve
just go
Martin.
but or did you go but?
No, but
Oh, okay.
the movie stars Steve Martin,
That was a weird drum
Diane Keaton, which obviously she's not in a remake of what was the movie you said earlier?
What?
He was like Parent Trap. You were like, yeah, he got her just like in the Parent Trap. I was like, what are you
first
talking
of all,
about?
I know because I was trying to find a Steve Martin movie, but it's a family movie. I was trying to, and then for some reason I kept thinking Parent Trap.
No.
I was really thinking about Cheaper by the Dozen.
Cheaper by the dozen, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you said Parent Trap. He was like, yeah, she was in that movie for like a good 2 minutes.
Hey,
was fighting me on it.
Hey, don't be a jerk.
You're the jerk.
Stupid. You're so stupid.
You low down, no good, rotten.
Yeah, you don't even bastard. Yeah, you don't even know the names, asshole. But okay, so it's a very simple movie, and it's a movie that, oh my god, did I want to punch? I wanted to punch the daughter.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to punch the fiance. I wanted to punch the in-laws.
I want to punch Steve Martin because
He let it all happen.
Yeah.
That's the worst part. So you have George Banks' daughter Annie, right? Her name
Yeah.
is Annie.
she's coming back from
She's coming back from Europe.
Rome.
From Rome. She had was it 4 months in Rome?
in Barcelona.
In yeah. In coronavirus land.
California.
She had 4 months, and then she comes back with, "Oh, I'm engaged. 4 months. You're 22 years old. 4 months,
Bitch,
and you're engaged."
You don't tell me you're seeing somebody. At least talk to your mom about it. I'm just saying. Sorry.
yeah, casually too over dinner.
yeah.
By the way, I've been sucking a dick up in Europe.
Can you make me feel good?
And they're not circumcised in Europe. I'm just saying.
Well, he's American.
True.
He's not from Barcelona.
Barcelona.
You know, I went ahead and I met a girl, and she's American.
What are you talking?
What are you doing, Obama? What the heck is that?
What's up with that voice?
Let me be clear. No.
It is my duty to get that booty. Yeah. So she goes to Europe. She goes to Rome for 4 months. Comes back engaged.
Por 4 meses.
She comes back engaged to and then just casually over dinner, the first thing she says, like what she really wants to talk about is the fact that she just got engaged.
Yeah.
To a guy just happens to live not far from there.
True. I mean,
Europe's kind of big
true.
and small at the same time, apparently.
Okay. Okay. And then she tells him that she's gonna get married, and that's when the whole movie just like I started sweating and I started getting so upset. Not the fact that she told him they're getting married. I don't care. But she's too
I had
young.
food poisoning, so
I didn't care. My problem is the moment the movie takes off with all the shenanigans, which I found none of this movie funny. None of it was funny to me.
Well, it's
even
Steve Martin.
even that Steve Martin joke. But even that Steve Martin joke about the condom and everything, the timing, it was
high
just
school.
It just was not funny, and it was just so frustrating to see everything happen to him.
You went numbers and went fuck.
See, okay, so I went math on this movie. The moment they started naming numbers on
Oh,
how
yeah.
much
Oh,
everything
yeah.
was going to cost, that's the first thing I went to. I was like, oh, wait, okay, no, there's no way in hell that only the father of the bride is going to pay for this wedding.
I don't think that's 500 people. by the way.
And when the dad was like, it's too much money, like he's trying to subtly hint that it's a lot of money and I might not have it. Let's
can't
find a different
afford
way.
this.
Let's find a different way of doing it. The daughter has a whole shit fit and instantly starts crying, and then magically he caves in, and does everything because the daughter and the wife, they convince him to do it after he gets arrested, and now all of a sudden, he's going to have to cover all these people plus his side of the family that is in Europe that he has to fly them in.
From Denmark.
That's a lot of money.
And that's when he has to go on the road with Martin Short and be like, my little buttercup. No,
that's Three Amigos, and that's a better movie than this one.
it is.
It's a
Pretty
way
fucking
better
dope.
movie than this movie. That's
But he goes on the road with him because Martin Short's the only one that's funny.
yeah. I mean, and then Martin Short was kind of annoying right away in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, no. I was like, I can't. BD Wong was all right. I mean, really, I can't.
BD Wong was BD
I
Wong,
just
though.
can't watch this movie. I cannot watch this movie again.
It's okay. We're doing a sequel next week.
No, we're not.
I just pictured Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Pork. But it's just. It was just. She comes home, tells him she's gonna get married. Now it's up to the dad to figure out how they're gonna get married. He's gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
Not the daughter, not the daughter's fiance, who apparently his family has money. But
I'm so glad I'm Hispanic.
That's exactly what I said on the drive.
you.
I was like,
We're
you know what we would have done? The whole,
Mira, tío, you got, your wife. She makes that great rice. Can you bring it in?
Padrino.
There's frijoles, the giant olla de frijoles. You got the menudo. You got
Birria.
You got
Throw some
every
birria in there.
BYOB too.
Yeah.
Come on now.
And Coronas.
Yeah, and all you do is DJ iPod. Clack, boom, done. You know how much money I would have saved there?
DJ.
You know how much money I would have spent on that wedding?
Yeah.
It would literally have only
Case
been
and a
power.
half.
Yeah.
Case and a half.
And then we tell everybody, hey, bring the spare tables you guys have at home because
Yeah.
each one of us has spare tables
That's
because we
true.
have to have barbecues.
Several times.
Uh-huh.
Bring your own pendejos because those motherfuckers don't pay for shit.
That wouldn't be BYOB.
Oh, I thought you said BYOP.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Bring your own pendejos.
I guess.
Más puto.
And then the only one that was sensible was Macaulay Culkin's brother
That's true.
Kieran?
because he was like, my friend doesn't have to eat.
Yeah.
And then they get mad over that joke when
Yeah.
obviously to me it was a joke that Steve Martin said, well, there you go, maybe they don't want to eat. And then the daughter gets all mad. She has another little hissy fit. Oh, I just want her to be like, you know what? Then you pay for it. You want to get married at 22, you pay for it.
You're in Pasadena. That courthouse in Pasadena is really nice. It costs you $100.
and then
Done.
Wait, the original's even worse because Elizabeth Taylor is trash in that movie.
Hey, you leave Elizabeth Taylor alone.
Oh no, she looked good, but she's trash in that movie.
It's just my
that
god.
slide.
And
Let
then
that
the worst part is, well, let's go through the movie. You know, you have him doing everything he can
Okay,
to
what is-
figure out how to pay for this. Number one,
He runs a shoe company.
he runs a shoe company that's apparently making knockoff Nikes or something, little knockoff high tops.
And then the guy's selling knockoff bags.
Yeah, and he sells them a knockoff
They're on break.
Was
They're
it
on break.
That's true.
Armani suit or whatever.
The
No,
tuxedo.
it's like we got the Louis Vuittons, we got the Gucci. Yeah. Later on, when he gets the tuxedo, he gets it from that same dude.
The same guy.
Yeah, it's like Armani doesn't make a dark blue suit. Well, Armani
It says
don't-
black, but it's dark blue. Because you could tell when he's standing next to Martin
Yeah.
Short that that's a blue suit, not a black suit.
They also don't make polyester.
Damn.
You mother.
He should have they should have just fixed that little Three Amigos outfit that he had at the beginning. The tux he was wearing.
Nice. That was
Wait,
actually
didn't
dope.
Martin Short's voice remind you of Beverly Hills Cop?
Yeah, Bronson Pinchot,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, and if you pay
But at least I
attention-
can tolerate Bronson Pinchot and Beverly Hills Cop. I just couldn't tolerate it. Just I think the main reason why I couldn't
Perfect Strangers.
I
Hey,
couldn't
you leave
tolerate.
Becky Bartagames alone.
You know, the reason I couldn't tolerate is just because I knew in the back of my head this is a lot of money.
Well, what did they say? It was 250?
It's $250 a head. Number one.
572 people?
Yeah, that's a lot of money. And then you got to think about it. When it $1,200 for the cake? No, that's not how you sell a cake. I did some research. I did research. A wedding cake isn't
First of all,
sold by
he
a
just-
whole cake.
he
It's
just
sold.
stood up.
It's
That's how
sold
mad
by.
he
It's
is.
sold by the slice per person. So you have to have a cake big enough to feed 572 people. That's not $1,200.
So what is it?
That's if let's just say it's $250 per slice, right? Per person, right? That's just for the food. That's for everything. That's not including the cake because the cake is separate. And then they charge you per slice. It has to be a big cake.
Costco.
Not, Jesus, no, God,
Costco
no.
existed.
It's just so much money that he had to spend for a party he didn't even get to enjoy.
Actually, you know what? I don't think Costco existed. I think Fedco existed though. Remember Fedco?
Sam's Club.
We're old. Fedco.
I don't know that.
I don't remember Fedco.
You remember we used to go to Fedco down in Culver City
No, I don't remember.
with my grandma.
No, I don't remember.
That bus ride was awesome.
Place you're making up. You're just making up words over here.
Fedco. If you know Fedco, comment please.
But oh my God! But this is just so much money that he spent for again a party that he did not even get to enjoy. He didn't get to eat. He didn't get to have one dance with his daughter.
Which you would think is important because if you want to be traditional, there's a father-daughter dance.
Yeah, and or at least the ones where you everyone has to put like dollars and money.
the dollar dance.
The dollar dance on the dress, or there was no garter. All they do was the bouquet. Come on now, this movie was just too much. I don't have any kids, and I figure Edgar has daughters. That's gonna happen to him soon. Eventually, it's gonna happen where he's gonna have to pay for some sort of wedding.
Papa,
I ain't paying for shit.
father, would you like
Papa.
I would like to ask your daughter's hand in marriage.
Take her.
Yeah.
9.
I'm dizzy.
So this is something I think you're gonna relate to more, Edgar. That's why I figured. I don't know. I figured that's why you would have bought the movie. But now that you said that your daughters and your wife like it,
that's the only reason I bought it because I really don't like Steve Martin. So it doesn't.
I know
matter.
you don't.
I don't mind Steve Martin. I just did not like this movie from the very beginning.
Well, see, you didn't like the movie not because of the actors, it's because of the subject. You're like,
No.
Son
It's
of
not
a
the
bitch,
It's
why
Steve.
are you paying
I really don't like Steve Martin, but I did watch the movie today, and he's just there, so it's not as bad as I.
He's not going full blown Steve Martin like Pink Panther
Yeah.
or
The Jerk.
or
No.
not even that, because in the Jerk that was that's the novelty
By
of
the
the
way,
movie.
Dirty Rotten
Yeah.
Scoundrels, by the way.
Eat a dick. But he's not full Steve. He's a subdued. He's like a Roxanne Steve
Yeah.
Martin. Like that's a good
Yeah.
movie.
Ooh, I
That's a
love
good
Roxanne.
Steve Martin movie. You know, that's a
Oh,
good
we
one.
we should watch Roxanne.
This don't make me watch another Steve
And
Martin movie after this one right now.
and you guys know that one of the reasons I don't like Steve Martin is because of all his remakes.
he plays banjo.
No, because of all his remakes. He's just remade a bunch of movies.
Cheaper by the dozen.
Yeah, Cheaper by the Dozen, and what else?
Pink Panther.
The Pink Panther. Yeah, so I was like, he
Becca.
remade
Traitor.
Princess Bride.
Oh, it wasn't in it.
No, but it's his movie.
He didn't remake Princess Bride.
No, yeah, and he remakes this Father of the Bride. So
Wait,
Oh,
no. You can't glance over that. You said Princess Bride.
I know I did, but
Why?
I
Well,
don't know.
he had one of your moments. The Parent Trap. But again, his performance
telling
in
you,
this
he's
movie,
standing up.
this performance for the movie is not bad because it's a
He has to play the straight
he's held
man.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah, there are the moments that are supposed to be funny,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
guess to me they weren't. Like when he
Those
goes
numbers,
in,
numbers
not
numbers
only that,
fuck
but
up.
when he goes and they have to go meet with the in-laws in Bel Air. Number one, I was like, oh, these people have money, and even Diane Keaton, she even has a line in the movie where he tells her what kind of people live in these kind of areas, and she says rich people, and I was like, that's the same thing I said.
Yeah.
And then they can't even pitch in for the wedding, and all they're doing is they're drinking all the booze.
They were offering, hey, do you help? Okay, but it's like kind of the asshole thing to be like, hey, if you want, I can help you.
No, because
but they want you to say no.
Well, yeah, because you got to also remember later in the movie when Annie and the boyfriend, the fiance, fight.
Yeah, and that fake story.
He brings up the story of the
Fake news.
of him going and looking into the books, everything. You know, I'm like, come on now. Like, even if they would have helped, they would have badmouthed them. So.
Oh yeah. Oh,
But
yeah,
you go to this place that has like 9 bedrooms or 20 bedrooms or whatever, however the fuck the big is that mansion is. Seven doors down, you get the bathroom,
Yeah,
whatever.
on the left.
Hey, that maid actually looked familiar, like we've seen her in something. You know, when he first gets to that house.
I wasn't paying attention already at that
Yeah,
point.
typical Hispanic maid.
Yeah, racist.
But it's Bel Air. That still happens now.
Hey,
Now they're just not allowed to
the
live in.
Fresh Prince did not have a Hispanic maid.
No, but he
Or
had
a butler.
Jeffrey.
Yeah.
He had a butler, but he had
Yeah,
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
And then Jeffrey quit when he thought he won the lottery. Don't you forget that.
Cannons to the left of me. Cannons to the right of me. Lightning and not anymore. Lightning thunder.
Who's that?
I don't know what he's
Jeffrey.
doing.
Jeffrey's.
Katzenberg.
No, when he had his little poem, you know, something De La Ghetto, Rafael De La Ghetto.
What's that?
There you go.
I'm just letting him go.
I'm just saying, Will Smith made
I'm
a
not
name.
stopping.
You know, Willie made up a name, say Rafael De La Ghetto, because he was trying to impress some lady.
I have no idea.
Hey,
what he's
Steve Martin,
talking
huh?
about.
Yeah. I don't either. But that whole scene in the house bugged me because they have all this money, and this guy, he started his own business. He's running his own business, and he has to fork over, multiply. You have your phone in your hand, obviously, because you're not paying attention.
I'm paying attention.
So 250 times 572.
250. It's $143,000.
Fuck you.
No way.
That's a lot of money for a wedding.
Yeah.
No way.
That's-
Hispanics, padrino for
Yeah.
the cake,
Everyone.
padrino for the
No,
dress.
not even that. You just find. You go to all right. So here's the way you do it. You go to the courthouse. You get married. Then you have the party afterwards
The
where everybody
backyard.
shows up. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
the
I don't want a
barbecue.
blender. I don't want a microwave. Give me money.
Money.
Oh, yeah. Well, that being said, that was a nice blender.
Those are all old blenders. Those are all old stuff.
Yeah, but it's like solid glass.
Like from the 90s.
Nice blender. Glass blender.
Meh. No. But still,
You know that
it's
was
like-
stupid too when she got mad because of the blender.
No, you're stupid. No, sorry.
I mean, his story. When he told his story, the reason why he got her, she should have just listened.
Yeah.
She just had a big. Again, she's so spoiled. She's a very spoiled girl, and then they spoil her more by spending.
norms.
It's easily over 200,000 that they spend on the wedding
Oh, overly. Yeah.
because it's still $250 per head, but you still got to pay valet. You still got to pay.
Speaking of valet, the little kids drove.
Wait, did you catch this? It made no sense to me when I saw the movie. When they have all the cars parked in the street, everything is blocked. How did the cop car get onto the sidewalk?
True. Maybe they
How
walked.
did the car get into the house? No, how did the car get like in the driveway? That made no sense. You watch the movie. The cop car is in front of the house. There's no way the cop would
Yeah.
have been able to drive through the car.
You true.
Hey, you know Eugene Levy's in this one and
For like 5
also the
seconds.
second one.
But he plays a different part. But
Yeah,
he plays a different.
weird, right?
He plays a different thing.
Wedding singer.
That hair.
Those eyebrows.
Those eyebrows.
But it's
Jesus.
always those eyebrows. Come on.
His son looks exactly the same with the eyebrows.
Yeah, he does.
That's true.
But like that whole
Isn't his son
he
Shazam?
it's easily 200 over 200,000 that he
200 plus.
spent. 200 plus on this wedding.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Because that's not counting the dress.
Yeah. No.
No.
That's
And
not-
and she wanted a real nice expensive dress.
Yeah. By the way, ugly dress. By the way, ugly dress.
90s. Those are the 90s dresses.
What about the honeymoon? Did he pay for the honeymoon?
I'm assuming he probably did.
Yeah. Dude, he paid to get her laid. I'm just saying.
Wasn't that weird too? Because he goes, "Oh, enjoy your honeymoon."
Can you make me feel good?
Wow, you're just waiting for that one, aren't you?
Set it up, knock him down. Even if he has to do it himself.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's just like this whole movie till the very end. I'm like, and then he's sitting there at the very end, and he just gets a phone call from her. Oh, I just wanted to say bye.
Before we board.
And that was it. He was happy.
And then he was super. I was like, get out, hang up the phone. I would have hung up. Oh really? Oh bye.
There were no
Look,
leftovers.
she couldn't.
No
she could-
leftovers.
She couldn't have just simply gone over. Hey, dad. Oh, stop the music. Let's find my dad. Hey, fiance or now husband, go find my dad. I want to go dance with him. Hey, mom, where's dad? Mom's having a blast.
Yeah.
Dad has to go move cars with the brother.
Hey, you know she
and
wore a
two
dress in
valet-
that movie, by the way.
And the
Yeah.
kids.
And the kids were driving. They're parking cars, and he didn't get to enjoy it because he paid for valet, but two of them didn't show up. And then Martin Short can't help. BD Wong can't help. So now it's all up to Steve Martin, all up to the father. That was like no one pitched in. That was my big problem. I guess I'm just used to family pitching in
Yeah.
and doing stuff. When I see that, I was like, no. And like this was a big hit of a movie at the time with no Latin people.
Was it a big hit?
I couldn't relate. I'm assuming because it got a sequel.
Well, that's true.
I just couldn't relate to this movie at all.
I actually like the sequel.
I'm not even gonna watch the sequel because it's probably gonna piss me off again, and I'm just gonna like want to punch kids.
Because Maja and Faja are pregnant together? Yeah. That's.
Mother and father are pregnant together.
Did I say father?
The movie was made for $7 million,
Uh-huh.
and it made $89 million.
See, so it was a big hit. It was a big hit.
Translate that to now.
In like accounting for inflation. It's a movie. I don't think right now this movie would do well. Number one, the humor in it is not funny. You know what I felt like? Remember that scene in Dolomite when they go see like the biggest comedy right now? It's supposed to be really funny, and they're like, "What?" That's exactly how I felt.
I see no jokes.
When he's in the theater?
Yeah, when they're in the theater watching the movie and everyone's laughing.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and they're like, everybody's, what is it? The manager goes, everybody's laughing. And he goes, oh, yeah, that's a comedy.
Oh no! I meant the part where when they go pay and watch a movie.
Oh, yeah.
And they're
yeah.
like where he gets the idea.
I
that,
want to watch a movie. I want to watch a good.
Can you shut the fuck up? where he tells them, "Hey, I want to treat you for the move take you guys to the movie,"
Yeah.
and he takes them. That's where he gets the idea. But where they're sitting and they're not even laughing at the jokes, and everyone around them is laughing,
Yeah.
and they don't understand it. That's how I felt watching this movie.
Titus Burgess.
I really did not understand and did not get a lot of the humor, which I normally do. But this movie, timing was off. I just felt like it wasn't great. Steve Martin had a subdued performance, which is fine because he didn't have to be over the top, didn't have to do anything special. Diane Keaton was Diane Keaton. She can do no wrong.
She doesn't do anything.
Exactly, she could do no wrong. Brad Paisley's wife, she was all right. I mean, she just pissed me off. Her character, her character is really annoying, super annoying, especially when she was throwing all her fits and crying.
Yeah.
Because my dad's not gonna pay for it, man.
And
the fuck out.
and the boyfriend's parents, well, husband now.
They show up once.
Okay.
The husband's parents, the
bring
in-laws show up
They give him a
once.
car.
They get nothing. They're like, oh, you want to get married? Cool. You guys got money? I mean, I'll give you a couple thousand. 2,000. That's exactly what that means. No more, no less. You got 2 out of me. There's a GoFundMe. Send to the family. Send this Facebook message to the whole family. Hey guys, I'm gonna get married. Can you guys send me a couple bucks?
You know what sucks?
And then you get unfriended.
Yeah, instantly. I don't respond to those.
Ooh, wait. Oh, my internet's acting up.
Yeah. My
that-
phone. My messenger didn't
I
work.
didn't pay my
Yeah,
bill.
sorry guys.
That Facebook thing is acting all weird. I think I got hacked. I think I got hacked.
So did you see the original? Andrew?
Yeah,
Did
I
you
saw
see
the
original
original.
as well? Okay, so what are the big differences from this one and the original?
Nothing. I think it's pretty much word for word.
Modernized at the time, though.
Yeah, a lot of it. Even like the beginning, the end, the kiss. He didn't say goodbye to his daughter.
But see,
Everything.
I think if when you translate it to that, if it's what year was that movie made?
50s.
The
In
original?
1950.
The 50s? Okay, see, I think it'd been different. If you
Different
think about
culturally.
it, it's different times.
But-
so I understand.
But the original isn't as maybe not as funny or light.
Oh, this was funny.
It's no, but what I'm saying is not as light. The original is really like heavy. Like Elizabeth Taylor is like really, really trash, and it's at a lot of times it's really serious. It's more real than the Steve Martin one.
This one felt like they tried to make it very heartwarming,
Yeah,
and they tried to do it, but at the cost of the dad. Like the dad is
He's the
He's
bad
the
guy,
villain.
the good guy. And
he's the villain,
Yeah.
and
he's his own obstacle too.
but that's and that.
well, I feel like a villain in my
And
house.
that's and, it, and,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's I think that's
It's
what
called being a
that's
dad.
the problem is like I felt like no one in the movie understood the stress he was going through
Yeah.
during that.
So do you feel like you've connected with the character right now, knowing that that he didn't know? Really
No, I did not. Why the hell would I be the only one to have to pay for a wedding? You're the one that's having sex with my daughter. You're gonna pay for it.
You stick it, you pay for it.
Yeah. You want to stuff the turkey? You gotta buy it too.
What the?
That's all I'm. Jeez, I don't
That's a
know.
rooster,
It's
sorry.
because if you, you and cock, bro, you and cock.
You make me feel
So you, so in the 50s, okay, I can get it. I can get the way the movie ends. It's fine.
It's different time.
Yeah, I can get it. But now it was the 90s. It was
And the mom worked.
yeah. The mom, I'm assuming. She does have. She did
yeah,
have a
she's-
job because she's talking. They were talking about closing something, some sort of. I forgot.
It's like you're successful.
And then
we can do this.
so what was the daughter doing in Europe? Just traveling
No, she was going to architecture school.
school.
Yeah.
So she was going to school.
Fancy.
Okay, so obviously they paid for that too.
She passed the bar.
They paid for that. The husband gets paid a lot of money. The husband now gets paid a lot of money to do computer shit. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. You guys can start paying for some.
Yeah.
And you're living in my house, and it's
Yeah,
4
no.
months, and you're are you pregnant? That's the first question. You pregnant?
4 months.
You pregnant?
Get his bitches where.
Okay, this bitch is wearing Jimmy's.
Who did that to you?
Gator.
Oh,
But oh my,
Delays.
it was just like from the point of when they met the in-laws is when the movie started going. No. The moment the wife had to get him out of jail
Yeah.
and she made him agree
Oh yeah.
to all that stuff, I was like, oh no.
okay. No, see, so that's when you get divorced.
I'm gonna let you out if you just shut your mouth.
Cool. Then you guys figure out how to pay the wedding. I'm not gonna
paying
do it.
for a motherfucking thing.
Company's
What?
in
Fuck
my
you
name.
and your ugly bitch.
Actually, she's really cute. She is really cute.
I'd be like, I'll stay in this. I'll get three square. I'll get three
Three
square
hots and a cot.
3 square meals. I get a place to sleep. Probably a boyfriend. I don't know. We'll see how it
So
goes.
you gotta suck a dick. No, you don't like sucking dick,
Yeah, simple.
and that's how you do it.
But after that moment, I knew I was like, oh, he's gonna pay for it. Like no matter what, they're gonna go for
Yeah.
the most expensive stuff.
Yeah.
And then And then the gall she has after they've already started the everything to come in crying, saying,
Oh, yeah.
"The wedding is off."
I would have been like, cool, done. I already canceled it. What are you talking
I
about?
would have called. I would have. How much do I save? Cool.
Yeah. Over a blender.
Because to me, that would have told me how fickle she was. That she did what she really shouldn't have gotten married because of the fact that she wanted to call it off over a stupid blender.
Yeah.
She was pregnant. Probably watch it, but she was pregnant.
Ain't my problem.
Yeah.
She ain't my kid
Hey, my kid can't get pregnant.
because he's a boy.
Exactly. Damn right. Both my boys. They
gonna-
do the sticking,
Oh,
but they don't need to stick
then
around.
oh, well, technically, if they end up with
Month of ED.
non-Latin,
Huh?
They'll end up with a month of ED.
a non-Latina, that means the parents have to pay for it.
Their
Simple.
parents, not mine.
That's what I'm saying. Their parents.
That's true.
exactly.
So you're good. You're broke no matter what.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're good.
Yeah. Being broke, getting 2 boys. Done. I save money. Like when I switched to Geico.
You don't have Geico.
I know I don't.
By the way, I did switch to Geico and I got a really good deal.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. By the way, we're sponsored by Geico.
No, we're not. We're not sponsored by Geico. But if they want to sponsor us, we would love it because I personally
75 years.
I'll switch over if I need to.
Yeah, same 5 years. Just putting out deals. Same.
Geckos.
Yeah.
One call could save you 10%.
And those beavers are always tossing that wood around.
Uh-huh.
Crazy.
What?
Huh? Beavers in the damn wood.
I said geckos, but we're
Yeah, but there's also beavers in some of the commercials. Man, pay attention. Pay attention,
no,
man.
I only see gecko commercials.
Then you got the little Pinocchio one where like that's old picture.
What?
Okay, cool. You all
I
right?
need a hero.
I'm just letting him go. I'm not gonna stop him. I'm not gonna stop him.
I'm
He's
sweating,
gonna
that's
do what he's gonna do. He's gonna do.
Are you wearing a thong?
Always. Anytime. So the only way I clean my
It's
asshole.
just oh god.
They call it Asoflas.
Oh.
Sponsored by Hanes.
Well, I mean, if they can create it, you can get sponsored by
They
it.
have.
But it was that prison moment or that jail moment that I was like, oh, he's gonna pay for it. And the thing is, this movie ends and they don't really show. I haven't seen the sequel, but do they show the ramifications of the fact that he had to take money out on the house, or he had to take a loan against the business, or how did he have just that much money laying around?
Well, she does say that they've never taken any trips or anything, so they have
He
the
saves
money
a lot
to
of
pay
money.
for it. Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
I'm like, that was retirement money.
yeah.
Steve Martin was like what, like 150 at the time, 120, something
Yeah.
like that, because he still looked pretty old.
Well, that's your hope that your kids make a lot of money so that they can take care of you.
So
when
they can
you
pay
get
for
old.
themselves.
No, so they can take care of you.
No. That's what 401ks and
you're-
and stock options
remember,
and
your kid-
coronavirus victims.
your kids are your retirement.
Again, we're Hispanics.
It's like, all right, I wiped your ass as a baby. You wiped my ass as an adult.
I don't know. That's why I bought a bidet.
Porque me cagué en el bidet.
You just turn it on, and it cleans it. It does it on its own. Then it has a fan that dries you off. The end.
feel good.
You said you feel good.
But that money was supposed to be for their retirement. Like realistically, if you think about it, it was for them to enjoy.
Or the
Not-
son's
and-
college.
or the son's college. But you also have to think about the fact that he paid for everything for the son-in-law. So the son-in-law is gonna have to pay him back somehow. Hey, I gave you this wedding, this dope ass wedding. Now that I'm older, you're gonna have to do something.
Suck my dick.
No.
That's not money, but if you want, I guess.
Again, you got to get off Pornhub, dude.
Yeah.
I don't get off on Pornhub. Wait,
You
what?
do get off on Pornhub in the corner.
It's like the Blair Witch, but Pornhub.
I see porno.
I know you do. I know you do. All the jokes you make are about porno.
Yeah.
Sucking dick.
But it's like,
Dude, there's a lot of
They-
stepmom porn, dude. It's crazy. Anyways, we'll go. Sorry.
like the movie with Julia Roberts.
Huh?
The Julia Roberts movie
I don't know. It still picks Susan Sarandon.
after she dies.
She won't move.
Makes sense.
Song's body's still warm.
Ugh.
Put a blanket on it.
No.
Vincent D'Onofrio style.
But it's like it's just so like it being put in that position as the father of having to cover all that. And in this movie, I mean, they don't really they show that he is stressed out, but they play it off for comedic purposes, which to me was not funny. I didn't find any of those comedic things funny. Even like the physical, even the physical comedy that Steve Martin did in this movie wasn't that like falling through the ceiling and falling in the pool. Like just that one scene is mainly like all the pratfalls he does. That wasn't it just felt off. Like I could see that they were trying to make this a charming movie.
Surprise.
And it really wasn't.
So yeah, then when he was rambling in the store about the hot dogs and the buns, I'm like, you stop.
Well, how many hot dogs are in a thing? Is it 8 hot dogs?
8 and then 10 buns. So what you do is you don't.
So
take
why was he taking? Sometimes he would take 3.
I only need 6.
But he has 8 hot dogs.
He was only gonna eat 6.
But he took 3 packs.
8 hot. He was only gonna get 2 packs of hot dogs, but he didn't want that many buns because then he'd have 20 buns. So he had 4 extra. So he takes out the remaining 4. Boom.
This movie involves too much math, guys. Like,
and it's frustrating because it's so.
And it's not even The Big
stupid.
Short. The Big Short is like way better. That involved better math. But this movie,
the other guys was like that too, though.
No,
math.
that one was
Math.
funny, but it was
Math.
funnier. It's funnier.
Aim for
But
bushes?
it's funnier.
Aim for bushes.
Yeah, that's not math, bitch.
Huh?
I think the only math in the other guys is at the end.
Yeah, there's math.
You
though.
know, the end credits.
Just the very end. This movie, like throughout the movie, they're throwing numbers at you. I think that's one of the things. I don't know if they
And
made it.
You can tell the gibberish was coming out of Martin Short's mouth though too.
Oh, that was another thing. Like Martin Short in this
What
movie.
language are you speaking? I don't understand.
Like Martin Short's like. I like Martin Short.
I love Martin.
I
Short,
really
yeah.
do. But this movie, I just was not. I did not like his character. I did.
Yeah, because what was that accent?
I don't even know. I don't know what he was.
Yeah, I don't know
doing.
what that was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
And
think
it, I mean, I get it. It's bringing them back together from Three Amigos. Cool. You're bringing the group back together. They're,
what else
they're
did
chilling.
Chevy Chase?
Yeah. Well, no one needs Chevy Chase.
He was the bride.
Oh,
He was Invisible Man.
he wasn't really there.
That's why.
Memoirs.
You remember that
Memoirs of
movie?
the Invisible
Remember that
Man.
movie? You remember it? But do you remember though?
No,
Of course not.
I just said it.
No, I was talking about Ozzy.
he's
Talking about
asking
Ozzy.
me if I remember. No, I remember the movie. I remember the actual movie.
You remember Invisible Dad?
Ghost with Bill Cosby. Ghost Dad.
Is it Ghost Dad? Ghost Dad?
No, I knew what you were talking about.
You know the movie. He's in the cover of the movie. He's like tipping his hat and half his body's missing, like the opposite of
Except the
Onward,
bottom half.
which is a great movie by the way. You guys should watch it.
Onward's pretty good. I mean, my allergies were acting up for a bit.
Yeah, whatever. You were crying.
Fuck you! I wasn't.
Yeah, you were. You were. I turned around.
It
and
was
you-
hot in there. I was
No, it
sweating.
wasn't.
was sweat.
It was
sweat,
so
Sweat
cold.
hit my eyes.
It was
was
real
sweat.
cold in
It
there.
hit my eyes, and I was my eyes felt like it was strained. It was strained, and in the corner of my eye, it was my allergies started acting up because salt in my tear in my sweat, just burned, and it just fuck you, all right?
Well played.
I am serious.
See, but I mean Martin Short wasn't for me in this movie. I can understand why a lot of people like it. I can understand why a lot of people like this movie. I just couldn't get. I just throughout the whole movie I was like, no, I can't. I just can't. After a while I was like, I felt so bad for him, and everybody was like, you're trying to make it more funny and light and ha ha ha. He's during the wedding. He's trying to get food. He gets cock blocked. Number one. Okay, cool. You got to move cars.
I would have murdered somebody.
Second.
Wait, why was he trying to get cock for food?
He was trying to get food and he got cock blocked. Boom! They didn't let him get food.
He was interrupted. And
He was
they-
interrupted
they
by
go the other way around.
by Martin Short. Hey, there's cops. Well, no, by the son. There's cops here. And I was like, oh, and then Martin Short takes the plate. No, like okay. Oh, in any other situation, the wife would have been like, oh, I'll get you a plate. Don't worry, I'll save it to you. I didn't see that happen.
Selfish bitch.
I didn't see that happen. Number one,
Just saying.
I didn't see that happen. Second,
The one and
he
only
could-
time she
he-
wears a dress.
He's trying to talk to his daughter after the ceremony. The whole time they're taking pictures, and then they won't even let him out of his own house through the back.
yeah.
Oh my God! I would have been like, it's my house. You know that, right? You know that, right? Get out of here. You're fired.
I would have broken a window.
No, I wouldn't have broke because you would have to
You
pay
have to
for
pay
it.
for
It's
it.
my house. I had to pay for it. Stupid. Come on now.
I'd throw someone through the window and be like, hey, that guy broke it. Your insurance will pay for it now.
Still have to pay for it. There's a deductible. Call Geico. And then he's tryrying to say hi to her, trying to talk to her, trying to say goodbye, trying to say something to his daughter every time he gets interrupted. Didn't even get a dance. There's no. I guarantee you, there's no pictures of them together.
No.
And that is no sock in my crotch.
Uh-huh.
and then you have and it turns out that guy the fiance what's the actor's name, because he played Superman in animated. He was the animated Superman voice for a bit.
I don't know. I'd look it up, but I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Go on.
What's his name?
He played the husband, the fiance.
Oh, it's George Newbern.
Yeah, he played Superman in the animated series.
Justice League.
Like he was the voice of Superman. Yeah, see, I know that. That's the only other thing I know him from. He's familiar. I've seen him in other movies. I'm sure I have, but
He has that kind of face.
he's not. He's no. What's that? That's the guy from Mannequin.
No.
Andrew McCarthy?
Yeah, he's no
You-
Andrew
you leave
McCartney.
him alone.
As I'm saying, he's no Andrew.
You leave that
McCartney.
man alone. He was in Weekend at Bernie's.
But he was also in Weekend at Bernie's
One and
2.
two.
Yeah, that's the problem. He was in part 2.
Electric Boogaloo. With the voodoo curse.
Yeah, it was stupid. So stupid.
He was in Joy Luck Club.
But George Newbern was in
Was he in Beethoven?
Father of the
No.
Bride too.
Oh yeah.
Stupid. Yes.
I'm
Man.
not gonna watch the sequel.
Yeah.
I will not.
Yeah, jackass.
I will not watch that. I will not watch a sequel to this movie. Is he related to any other Newbern?
No.
No.
Oh.
Could have been just an old burn.
Oh. No.
Hey, how you doing?
Set him
I
up.
came back.
Knock him down.
I was like, gush, gush, gush.
Hickory dickory dock.
Where did they go on the? Where did they go to the honeymoon? By the way,
Hawaii.
They went to Hawaii.
Yeah.
You know how expensive Hawaii is?
Hawaii is expensive, especially back then.
Especially back
then it was a lot more
now.
expensive now.
Especially always.
Yeah.
Hawaii is always
but
expensive.
back
A
then it
flight
was-
is like just $700 a person.
things are more
Easily, they
commercial now. It's
spent
more
like
flat
another
out.
$5,000. Another $5,000.
Grand.
Grand.
They
$5,000.
spend $5,000.
Of coffee.
Hey, put the scissors down. Put them down. There you go.
They easily spent $5,000, an extra $5,000 on the honeymoon.
Hotel alone.
It's easily.
Yeah.
And who's gonna give them money to pay for food?
It's true. Oh, Visa.
Yeah.
Who's gonna pay that bill?
Dad.
Exactly.
Obviously, because the Visa's probably in his name. She's an authorized user. There's just so much money coming out of his pocket that I feel bad for him, because not only is he running his own business, and and it looks successful, but now he has to give over $250,000 now. I'm putting that number. That's the number I'm gonna put. $250,000 easy on that whole wedding, the ceremony, because he also had to pay for the church. Remember, the church was separate.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a whole separate thing.
I love how you go when they're like, oh, hey, guess what?
The church is free.
Oh, finally. No, I mean, on that day. Oh, bitch.
Well, you know the church was expensive.
Because churches like to steal your money for everything.
What's a donation of like at least $10,000?
Yeah, but they get the
yeah,
they get the credit and they don't pay taxes.
they don't. Well, obviously that's why I said
They
keep
made
the
money. They made more money upon money.
Yeah.
Fuck, churches are fucking thieves. Go on.
I am serious.
And don't call me Shirley.
So this, for me, I don't have kids, and I did not connect with this movie.
I have kids, and I don't like Steve Martin.
Yeah, but I could forego like an actor I don't like in a movie if the movie's good. But the problem for me is I felt like this movie wasn't good. It was mediocre. The fun, the jokes fell flat. The physical comedy felt flat. The story is frustrating. The daughter's character's frustrating.
You know what they say about weddings? It's all about the bride. It's not even a joke. That's literally
Jeez, what are you, 12? But it's yeah, and I get what you said, that the wedding is about the bride, is not about anyone else. But it's also about the dad who pays all that fucking money for a wedding that he doesn't even get to enjoy the whole movie. Like the whole movie, he's stressed out. The whole thing. I'm done.
his hair was white upon white.
Yeah, I'm just done.
His
Like,
asshole. Got
thank you for
bleached
recommending
naturally.
this movie, by the way, Ozzy. Thank you for recommending it.
I'd buy it.
That doesn't mean anything. You recommended to watch it.
We had to eventually.
There's so
talk
many
about it.
movies that we bought
We had
that
to
we
eventually talk about it.
no, we didn't.
Yeah.
No,
We can't just see skipping over stuff.
there's
we
a
don't
lot of
like.
movies we could skip over.
Yeah.
Like what? Like Red Sonja? Ghostbusters, Enter the Call.
Oh God. I bet Steve Martin had something to do with that movie
I
because
think,
none of it was funny.
I think he made Amy Poehler.
Amy Poehler wasn't in that movie.
Exactly.
What? You mean
wasn't,
You
right?
mean what's her
Oh,
face?
Kate McKinnon, there
Kate
you go.
McKinnon. Yeah, I was like, that's not Amy.
Tiny
Amy
blonde.
Poehler is, she's hilarious in Deuce Bigelow. She has a Tourette's. She was funny
I
in
like, I like Amy
Sisters.
Poehler. She's funny. I think she's funny.
No.
I thought she was funny in Sisters.
See, there you
Yeah.
go. What you learn? What you learn about yourself?
That I thought she was funny in Sisters. I just said it.
Okay.
Yeah.
She had good characters on SNL too.
But her funniest
Name
character
one.
was on was in Deuce Bigelow with the Tourette's.
I farted. Jealous?
That can be anyone.
That's the character I don't know the name of it. No, the character. But it's like
Gilly. Yeah, that I don't like.
that's not Gilly. She's
I know,
not
but
Gilly, you dumb
I-
fuck.
but I don't like Kristen Wiig either.
That's Chris exactly.
I know who it is.
But we were talking about Amy Poehler.
Yeah, I know, but I.
Yeah, but she had more cowbell. That was Will Ferrell.
I like Kristen Wiig.
I like Gumby. That was Eddie Murphy.
What are you talking about,
Got
you
bested.
bastard? Yeah.
It's just thank you for recommending it, and I now hate you even more
And now
for making me watch this movie.
now every wedding you go to,
I'm gonna go hug the dad, and I'm like, I'm so sorry.
No.
Unless it's a Latin wedding, then I'm like, no, I hug everyone because everyone pitched in, obviously.
fuck those putos.
Like, no, the dad didn't pay for it. Come on now.
You go to any Caucasian weddings you go to, hug the dad. Go hug
Shake
the
the
dad.
hand. Shake the hands. I am so sorry. I saw Father of the Bride. I saw Father of the Bride, sir, and I applaud you.
And the more Americanized the bride is, the closer and closer it gets to what that movie is.
It's gonna get to the point where it's gonna be more like that, where it's gonna go back to more traditional, just in generations, because that's just the way things are going. But come on now,
Dude, I found some places like recently because
stop going on Pornhub.
Okay, fine then. Well, I had a friend of mine send me a link to a place where she's gonna get married, and I was like, "Where the fuck was this place?" Apparently, that place is still kind of newish.
Where, because you got married in same place everyone gets married.
The butthole
Yep.
What?
What? No,
in the butt.
I said married, but okay.
The butt. Oh, you get married. You married, but
Can you make me feel good?
Disgusting.
gross. That's the mother of my children.
You said it.
Fuck.
She doesn't. care.
Jesus.
She doesn't listen.
Well, I could see why. Well, Father of the Bride. Do you recommend it, Ozzy?
Of course he does.
If you're a,
I knew he'd seen it before. He was just bullshitting that.
I've seen it several times.
Silly
I've also
bitch.
seen part 2 several
You
times.
silly bitch.
I prefer part 2.
I won't watch part 2. After watching this one, I will not watch part 2.
Part 2 just frustrates you more
No, I
with
just don't.
with Martin Short. Like,
I just don't.
wait a minute, why are you charging
I'll
me
just,
this much?
I'll just, if I want to watch Martin Short, I'll just watch Inner Space.
Ooh, that's a good movie.
I'll watch Inner Space.
Inner Space is dope.
What about Pure Luck?
Ooh, Inner Space is good.
I'll watch Inner Space. Or Three Amigos. If I want to watch them two together, like I'll watch Three Amigos. That's a way better.
What about Captain?
Captain
Ron?
Ron?
Yeah, Captain.
I'll watch Inner Space.
Got Jack Burton. Captain Ron.
Yeah, I'll watch Inner Space.
Yeah.
Well, this has been Vinny.
That's all I'm hearing right now.
What song is that?
Twisted.
Oh yeah.
Twisted.
I say one time. This is a one-time movie.
Yeah, for me,
though
definitely
I've
it's
seen
a
it a
one
bunch
time.
of times.
Definitely for me, it's a one timer. It's a hit it and quit it because this movie frustrated me so much, and I will never stop saying how much it frustrated me because
I got yelled at in the car to go watch while we're watching Onward. By
on our way to watch.
He's
Onward.
like, "Why would you make me watch this movie? What?" And now we just did the podcast, and yeah, we're getting yelled at more.
Yeah,
he had scissors in his hands.
I was just
He stood up.
but I
frustrated.
was standing up talking this whole podcast episode
For me,
because
it's I don't like Steve Martin, but at times it does get sentimental, and I guess because I have daughters.
And you a bitch.
Yeah, but I didn't cry in Onward.
Damn, it ain't
Hey,
Coco.
hey.
It ain't Coco. That's all you gotta know. It ain't Coco.
You leave Coco alone.
I know that movie would make anyone cry. Onward.
Remember me.
Shut up! No, don't do that. Don't do that, eh?
And even if I'm far
Okay,
away,
don't.
I hold
You
you.
guys gotta stop. You're already tearing up singing the song, Ozzy.
Sing a secret song to you.
Why are
this
you
night
tearing
we're
up?
apart. Remember.
Hey, we can't. We can't. We can't post it on YouTube.
Yeah, that's right.
We get a strike.
Remember me.
What did I just say?
Sorry.
That whole part gets cut out from YouTube if we post it up.
Well, I mean, if you have no spaces in between,
No,
you're kind of connected,
it
right?
doesn't matter if it hears a melody, especially Disney. Disney blocks it.
Cock block.
So no Unchained Melody now.
No, nothing with songs, nothing with singing anymore.
What about?
No, whatever you're thinking is a no.
So, my dick.
No, that's a different one. That's something different.
That's not Disney.
That's something different.
That's the Dick Diane pick.
Well, this movie is Disney.
That's
Father of the
true.
Bride is Touchstone.
Yeah. Weird. We're doing 2 Touchstone movies in a row.
Yeah, it's the Touchstone era. The 90s were big on Touchstone movies. You gotta remember that.
Weird. So is Harvey Weinstein. Pissing on plants.
You want that part?
You want to watch me?
Watch me stroke it.
Oh,
I stroke it to the east.
but I get it because you have daughters, Edgar, and I don't know why Ozzy likes this movie. I really don't. I don't know why he gravitates towards it. I think maybe he always wanted to be the bride, but always a bridesmaid, right?
Never a bride. Darn.
I personally like Edgar said. So it's a one shot. It's a one watcher. And for me, I know that there's a bunch of people that might love this movie and
It
think
is.
the
I
world
like-
of it.
My girls, my wife love this movie, but as soon as it comes on, I'm out. I can't watch it again.
No, I just can't. After the emotional whirlwind that I went through for George Banks,
it did its job. That's what it was trying to do.
pissed me off.
Yeah.
Specifically, we're gonna make this movie to piss certain guys off.
It's gonna piss me off.
But I was like, no. But if you guys like it, that's cool. I'm not gonna judge you. I just don't.
Like and subscribe.
Well, write reviews, and even if dislike us, is cool. At least you're listening.
Yeah.
At least you're listening.
Suckers.
Well, this has been Vinny.
This is Ozzy.
And Edgar.
We'll see you guys next week.